Hey guys, and welcome to another unboxing video. If you watched my other unboxing video, you would already know there's a board and what I'm going to do about it. So this is just going to show you what you actually need for a build like this. So up first, you can see you really need a case. So it's going to be just something like this. You can build it yourself. I built this one myself, so it's not the best looking one, but it's going to do the job. So you put your graphics cards on here, your motherboard and your power supply down here. So that's basically what you're going to need. Then you're going to need 6 graphics cards. So I'm going to use the GeForce 1060 for this build. So 6 of them you're going to need. You're going to need a power supply. So I got this one. See, 1 plug, 2 outlets. So it's just easier. I just printed myself some, connectors on the 3D printer to actually attach my power supplies to the case. So what power supplies am I using? It's normal 750 watts. So I'm going to have 2 of them connected. So it's not a big one, normal one. I am running my other rigs also on this. So I'm going to dual boot. You can see 2 power supplies, going to dual boot that and use, both power. So there's more than enough power. You're going to need, we're just going to use a Celeron G3930 processor to run everything. I know there's 3 USB sticks here, but we're just going to use one for the operating system. I will be showing you Simple Mining OS that I'm going to load on this. You need 4 gigs of RAM, so not a lot. You're going to need 6 PCI risers, 1 for each card. So there's 6 of them. And then for the power supply, you're going to need one of these cables. So you can see this one goes into the motherboard, this one goes into one of the power supplies, and this one to the other one. So basically when you switch it on, you will be getting power for both of them. I don't have one now in the shot, we'll show it a bit later, but it's also going to be just the power button that you're going to need for the whole rig to switch it on. So basically that's all the parts that you're going to need, and I will be putting it together and then showing you how it looks like afterwards. Okay guys, just wanted to do a quick update of where I'm at now. As you can see, I attached the power supplies to the case, and as well as the risers, I just attached them on there. So there you can see the 6. So I will be, next will be my motherboard that I'm going to attach here, and then yeah, we'll go on from there. Okay guys, so now you can see I got the motherboard in here, CPU. Here's the power switch that I was talking about earlier. So you just need one of these stuff to actually switch the computer on and off, or the miner. If you don't have that, you'll have to use like a screwdriver, and yeah, not pretty. So what I want to show you here about the dual PSU. You can see one of the main ones is plugged in here. This goes into the motherboard, and then out of the motherboard you can see there's another one going in here, and this will actually power the other parts of the computer. So this power supply that's on the main board, I usually use for powering the motherboard, CPU and everything, and 2 graphics cards, and the other 4 I use with this one. So yeah, next up you will actually see it being done with my graphics cards on top here. So let's go on with the build. Okay guys, so basically it's done. As you can see, power has been plugged into the risers, into everything, and then just going to come out down here, and you'll see they're all plugged in here. Now before you do actually anything else, what you will need to do is plug this in now into a monitor with no graphics cards inserted, just the normal one there, and then update the BIOS and change some stuff on the motherboard. So what you will be looking at actually to change in the motherboard will be to enable 4G encoding or miner mode. It depends on your motherboard, so just play around there. And if you're going to use the USB like I'm going to use, you need to also just do some legacy enabling updates in your BIOS to actually boot up from the the USB drive. So next, hopefully I will be showing you the systems that I'm using to mine, and this baby will actually be running. Okay guys, just wanted to give you an update. So here you can see all the graphic cards are plugged in. You see they are all powered. Over there you can see the USB that I'm using, and then over here I'm using the Simple Mining, as you can see, Simple Mining OS currently running on EWB. If you can see also, it was really easy. Just plug it in. I will show you the operating system in a later bit on the other side. But here you can see it's mining. It's just going. Didn't need to install a lot of drivers. Just did this and I was done. So this is quite easy. So here you can see what's going on. And yeah, so it's mining at 6,500. So it will be a bit, it will establish a bit later on as it goes on. I must say, 4 of those cards are not the overclocked edition, where the ones with the red in front are the overclocked edition. So the other ones I can still overclock a little bit more to get, squeeze some more out of it. But there you can see, just to get it started, it's working 100%. So next up I will be showing you the operating system, your wallets that you can use, and exchanges in South Africa that you can exchange it directly to Rand and actually get it deposited into your bank account within a day. So that's up next. Hey guys, okay, so we are now you've seen the rig. So now it's basically going over to the software that we're going to use. So as you can see, the software I'm using is actually Simple Mining. You can go to simplemining.net and then you can download the software. So it all depends on what cards you actually have in your rig. I've got the NVIDIA series. So basically I will be downloading the NV, the NV image. So there's a lot of instructions over here, so you can basically just read and do that. But you will download the NVIDIA OS, you will install Etcher, and you will basically just flash your drive. When you're done flashing, you will actually have 2 folders or 2 drives. You go on the one with Windows, you will edit the text file and you basically enter your email address in there, and then you should be able to just plug it in your rig, boot it up, and it should actually start mining. So when you're in Simple Mining, you register your account. I did a demo one here. So let's just quickly log in here. So you guys can try and email this. You will never get to me because I just created this for this video. Okay, so basically you just log in. Then you will come to this page basically. So when you just start off, you will see there is nothing over here. So there's no rigs, no nothing. You will actually start with a fee balance of about 20 cents US, and that's about a 1 day or 2 days that you can test it. So for the software, you will be paying $2 per rig. So if you go here, you go first to rig groups. And then basically you can see there's the default one. So basically if you switch on the computer, it will automatically mine to that. But what you want to do with, if we're going to look at actually Zcash that we're mining, you're going to see the NV. This is the image that we wrote. So this is all the miners that's actually currently supported in this operating system. So you just select which one you want to mine with, what you ever want to do. But for Zcash and Bitcoin Gold, if you actually want to mine that, you're going to use this Equihash. So you're just going to select it, fill in whatever you want. So it's going to be your name, the rig name I will show now. You just leave that as it is. Everything else you use as that. You're basically just going to change your wallet address. Now you can name this thing like the Zcash, yeah, and basically just say add to group. And then you'll see there it is now in the group. So basically when you are in the rig list, when you actually boot it up with your other rig, it will actually be showing up on here. I'm not going to show you the other ones because I don't want to really show you guys all my rigs, but I will show you how it looks like on poolside. So when there's a rig here, it will show you. The group will be, you just go to assign group, you say you want it on the Zcash group and save, and then basically it will boot this one over in your in your Zcash folder. So this is basically the mining software that you're gonna have to use. There's a lot of other
on the internet. There's on YouTube a lot of simple mining tutorials, and there's also a whole help section that will help you out to actually get this started. So basically, when your machine is up and running, you are going to use, before you can start and run it, I forgot to say, you actually need to have a wallet. So for the Zcash, there's quite a few options that you can have. So the one that's here, it's Zcash for Win. So that is the um, Windows one. So you basically just download it, you run it, and it will look something like this. So the first time you run this will take like forever to actually sync. So just bear with it. It might take a day or two, but after that you should be fine. So if you look there, there's own addresses. You will click on that, and there will be a address generated for you, so you can be able to actually, mine to that account. I would recommend this one first. So do all your mining in here, so microtransactions will go in here. It's just easier. Then if you don't want to do this whole thing of actually having your own software wallet on your computer that you have to maintain, you can just go and use Jax. So Jax is a multi-wallet. So it's got a lot of coins. Every day they are updating it. Over here you can see, I think they've got something like 30 odd coins. So basically you just download this. There's just see if it's down here, but you can see it's for iOS, Firefox, Android, Google, Windows, I don't know, and Linux. So basically you download the software, you run it, and then it will basically look like this on your cell phone, so you don't have to sync it forever. So you get your address over there, you've got your wallet that you can mine to that. What I would say is, if you do mine to this, the cell phone wallet, make your minimum payouts 0.1 ZEC, because it's gonna freeze if you do microtransactions. That's why I'm saying, if you want to do micro, like 0.0001 transactions, use Zcash for Win, but because this is actually built for that. And then your most secure one that you can basically get is the Legend Nano S. But this one you will be paying, if you look here, 58 euros. So, but this one can't be hacked. So if you've got this, your funds are secure. So this is the best one you can get. So if you are just in it for the mining, I would say don't get this. Just sell it. But if you want to hold some Zcash, you gotta use this. So now let's then, if you want to trade in South Africa, so if you're watching this, hopefully you are from South Africa, you can actually go to altcointrader.co.za. Over here you can see current ZEC price on 17 November 2017. It's 4,500 Rand. Over here you can see Bitcoin Gold, it's 5,700, which is quite astonishing because this is easier to mine currently, but it's trading for more. So I don't think South Africa picked up yet that this shouldn't be like this, because overseas I think the BTG, it's $120 and ZEC is about 280. So it should actually be 2000. But yeah, so if you want to start mining BTG, you can do this. So let's say if you don't want to use Zcash for Win or Jax for IO and you are in South Africa, register account at Altcoin Trader. This will allow you to actually mine directly to the exchange, and then as you get your cash deposited into your altcoin trader account, you can sell it just like that and then transfer it to your bank account within a day. So you sell it for rands, and the next day, or just you need to withdraw it before 10 o'clock the next morning, because usually by 10 o'clock the next day they do pay in your cash into your bank account and it's available immediately. So in South Africa we are actually quite lucky to have this, because I hear a lot of guys overseas that's got a lot of problem actually, converting their crypto into usable money. So currently I'm mining at Nanopool, so I will be showing you my current mining rig address. So over there you can see the account. So if you want to deposit something, or you know do give me some donations, you can just use that account. Or if you wanted to see how everything is going, that it's still real time, you can just type that in, because if you know my account number, it's basically, if you use that to mine, I'm saying thank you because you're mining for me. So currently, as you can see, it's I've got 3 rigs in here, and they are basically pulling, that will be jumping up and down, but they are mostly about 1,600 souls. So a lot of people are asking actually, if you've got 3 machines, how much will you actually mine? So over here you can see payments will just basically be the payments that they paid over to me. And then the calculator will show you how much you can expect more or less to get. This will go up and down as difficulty of the blockchain goes up and down. But currently you can see per month on my 3 rigs, I'm getting about about 2 coins. So 2 coins in USD, it's about 575. But in South Africa, if we go in here and we basically go to sell and we say we've got 2 coins, you'll see you'll be making per month about 8,700. So if you look at the rigs that you're building, it's anywhere between 36,000 to 40,000 or less if you're lucky, but you're looking at about that amount. So that's how much you will be paying for a rig, and that's how much you will be more or less be making out of this. But remember, you do need to take electricity costs out of this as well. So one device takes about 500 to 600 rand per month just on electricity. But as you can see there, at the current price, we'll be making about 8,700, and it's just running itself. So there you basically have it. So you will be using a pool to mine, where I'm using Nanopool to get your money into rands. If you're in South Africa, you'll be using Altcoin Trader because it's just the easiest one. You sell it, get it into your bank account, as easy as that, and you will be running Simple Mining OS on your device. And that would be the screenshot that you saw earlier on the video where I actually showed you how it was mining. So basically it's not a clutter mining operating system, it's basically just the miner, and you don't see all those windows and stuff that's open. So basically that's it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask, and then we will hopefully chat again soon. Cheers, guys.